So, hey, welcome. Welcome to another moment, I guess, with Convo with Nikki. And I know it has been a while. It's been a while for me. I actually can just say Happy New Year. This is my first live um, on the Convo with Nikki platform in 2021. This is the first one. So welcome. Y'all know I have to. If you've ever done a live video and you wear glasses and you're trying to use ring lights, what's the thing you hate? Those rings and your glasses. And so I am literally trying to adjust myself to like not keep paying attention to it, although I know they're there. So it's real weird. Um, and so I just wanted to hop on. Um, yeah, because that's just my vibe right now. Like, like you in a space and you kind of like, what else could I do? What should I be doing at this very moment? And at this very moment, I need to be right here. Um, a little shaky, kind of. Not necessarily in talking, because if you've been following me, you know that I've done lives this year. I just have not done them under my brand alone. I have had a great year so far of collaboration, and I'm super grateful for where I've ended up and the places I've been and the company of people that I've been in. And so I don't take any of this lightly at all. But today was kind of a day. Like I kind of got here and I was like, I had a mental thought process of I am going to get on live and this is what I'm going to do today. And then I got on and I was like, well, as I was trying to set up and get ready, this ain't really what I want to do. And the more I heard, this ain't what I want to do, the more I decided I had to get on here and do it. So I don't really have a topic today. I don't really have anything. But I needed to keep my word to myself that I would not let February pass and not jump on. And again, as I stated last year, that this would not be a year of a bunch of Combo with Nikki's weekly and all of those things. However, in a space of building my brand and building myself, right? Because I am my brand and growing business and growing like growth within me, I needed this moment. And so sometimes the way Combo with Nikki used to be fun before, I needed that probably today. And so what made Combo with Nikki fun before was that it would be literally me talking to me. And you guys just kind of got the benefit of watching. And if you got something and grabbed it and took it and put it in your pocket and walked away with it, then it was a win for both of us. If not, you sometimes got to see me cry, laugh, act a fool, curse, carry on, pray, whatever, in this one space. And so we are in almost 62 or 60. No, yeah, we're almost 60 days in, almost, because this is a short month of 2021. And I feel really good about where I am on my way to. Not arrived, not even got in the car, but I'm packing my bag. And I think sometimes in life we kind of get so focused on the ride and the journey to where we want to go that we forget that we had to first pack a bag. Even when you go on to places where you don't know how the trip is going to be, or what the weather going to be like, or if the road going to be bumpy, if it's a car ride, a plane ride, it's nothing if you don't have nothing in your bag. And so I am excited about being in a space of packing my bag. Kind of knowing what I want to wear, and I'm using this analogy and I hope that you can pick it up, but like, I know what I want to put in the bag. I'm kind of looking at some things and thinking about some things that everything can't go. Because when you go on a trip, you go on a journey, so where I'm going, everything can't go there. And so daily I find myself continuing to like peel apart pieces and think, you think, oh, this is going to be cute on the way. So you hold it up and you're looking at it and then you look at it again and realize just can't go either. And so I'm really in a space of deciding what can go with me in this season. And I'm not even talking about people. I'm talking about for me, like what parts of my attitude can't go, what parts of my like thought processes about me can't go, what parts of my, my secular versus spiritual, where do those things fit? Like making sure that as I'm growing and going where I want to go and where I know I'm supposed to be, do I have the right stuff in my bag? And so I think today, I literally had to think to myself, like picking your battle. So stuff that's in my bag is that my mouth is my mouth. It's mine, right? It can offend, it can cut, it can build, it can help, it can do a lot of things. And so trying to make sure like that the thing that's my gifting does not become the thing that cuts and becomes evil. And so as I'm on this process in my life and in this growth process of this year and these things that I want to go to, this journey of life and business that I foresee for 2021, making sure that the stuff that's in my bag are necessary for the trip. Right? So first I have my destination, which is my vision for this year, which is to grow my business, right? To continue to grow and build a platform of Convo with Nikki in all areas. And so that's the vision. So that's my destination. So now that I know exactly where I'm going, now I know what to put in the bag, right? So I had to first know if I was going hot or cold. So if I'm going to go cold, I can't pack a swimsuit, really. I mean, I could probably pack one, but I can't pack shorts because I'm not going to do nothing with that. So now that I know where I'm going and what I'm trying to reach and what the big goal is, what the destination is, now it's about what do I put in the bag? So this year has been a year, first of all, me with building real connections in business and relationships in business, because as I probably said, if you follow me enough, this year, realizing that as much as I like the pond, the things that I need to get to where I go, they're not in there. Right. And so I think that's sometimes the hard space because we get comfortable in the pond. The pond is nice. The water is the perfect temperature. I grew up here. It's my comfort space. Right. It's an adequate enough for food. It's an adequate enough space for us to be here. Like it's just enough for me to be in this space. It's just enough for me to be comfortable. But for how long do I stay there? But for how long do I stay in comfort? Like, how long do I just settle? And I don't think, and I knew going into 2021 that was not going to be my space. That comfort was not going to be where I wanted to reside. I wanted to reside. I ain't going to necessarily say I wanted to reside where the money was, but it's going to be nice. However, I also wanted to reside where success was. And which means that I now need to get to a space where this pond that I've become so comfortable in needs to start to look like an ocean. I started trying to figure out which bodies of water I wanted to be. And I'm going to just roll with an ocean right now. I need to jump on the other side, not be fearful that a shark will come and eat me because it's not where I really dwell, but be accepting and then building myself to meet some sharks and meet some big fish that are going to be able to say, you know what, here go a wing. Here go my fin. I mean, not a wing. Here go my fin. Come on, let me show you something. Let me learn you something, right? But we got to be willing to shift. And so I got to all of that to say that in this process of getting ready to travel, because my destination is a bigger ocean. So on my way to traveling to this bigger ocean, making sure that my bag is packed with enough equipment for me to be successful and have pieces, at least the basic pieces. Of course, when you get to the ocean, I might need some different things. So of course my bag, I'm going to get some things from there when I get there. But on my way, what am I taking? And so I knew I could not continue to take bottom tier friends. This might offend somebody and I'm okay with that. Right. And so when I say bottom tier friends, I'm saying that people that you could in your mental, we've been friends for all this time. This is who it is. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is it. That's that's my boo. That's my girl. But they don't understand where you're trying to go in business. So your push, your drive, you're going to all the events, your weekends being taken up by supporting other people, meeting, networking. They don't even understand that place because they don't see you they haven't even seen you as the brand you're working to be. They may not come to your events because I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the people who just For whatever reason, when you start talking, they start laughing, right? For whatever reason, when you got a thought process about what you want your business to look like, it becomes a joke to them. For every person who, when you start thinking about big dream and big build, the next thing is great, whatever, when you get there. Instead of saying and speaking and coming to an agreement with what it is that you have set up as your vision for yourself. So what I can't do is pack them in my bag. So I do pack the friends that I didn't even realize were friends. So I pack my entrepreneur friends who are willing to just sit with me. They get to go to my bag, right? Because when I call them, if I got a question, if they have a like-mindedness of what I am trying to get to. Either they've already arrived, they in the ocean waving, they in a car for me. Those are the people that need to be in your bag, right? Right. And so I know now friendships look different. I already went through a pruning season, so I understand what it means to cut some people down and cut some people back. Not off, right? Some people you can just cut back because you've invested so much time, effort, and energy into them that you've missed pouring into you. Understood. So pack those things. Now, attitude. Which part of my attitude do I take? Do I take the negative? Do I take that piece that continues to keep me in trouble, my mouth? Right? The thing that is my gifting, but can also be a curse. What parts of that do you take? And initially, I used to say, I can't take any of this part with me, any of that negative part with me. And I'm learning that I do still need a piece of that. This is me and my bag on my journey. If you don't agree, I get it. But hopefully this will help, because everybody gets to get the Nicole that's super sweet. Smile, hug, love, I give whatever, because that's who I am. But then there's a part of me, my defense has to go with me, right? I'm not ready. I have, my daddy will shoot a gun. That's not my thing. I don't necessarily need that, but I can cut you with words and you could have wished you had been shot, right? Because it's in me. I've suppressed it for a very, very long time, right? But that is there for my protection. And I'm learning that the way I use my weapons, that's what makes it a weapon, right? The way I use my words is what makes it a weapon, because it can be used for good and it also can be used to protect. But I have to be able to, and what I've learned is quietness works. So for me, that's my space. So I have to take quiet with me in my bag. So currently in my bag, I have entrepreneur friends and genuine open friendships that are already in the ocean. They in my bag. I'm bringing them with me though, because they on one side of the ocean. I want them to go to the ocean where my new house gonna be. So they coming, right? And then my attitude, it got to be shifted. I have to shift my mental. So one of the things, if you've ever followed me, or if you know that we just did an event called the Butterfly Effect Experience, and the focus of the event was to create positive chaos in your life that will then trigger greatness to happen later. So I know that I'm going to have some chaos in my bag. Please understand that in all things great, nothing happens without adversity. So I'm actually going to pack adversity with me and bring it on along. You want me to tell you why? Because there's a greater on the other side that I'm expecting to get to. So I'm not going to leave everybody like, oh, you leave a negative out. You put this stuff aside. Sometimes it is necessary in your process. And so I don't want to leave out anything that is not worth for the taking. But what I can't take is the drainage of stuff. So other people's problems, they're not in my bag. I can hear you, but I'm not your source. So my position, if I have advice and you're willing to hear, I expressed this today, like I'm a coach by nature. I didn't realize that was the thing that I was. I just thought I was helping people because that's what I love to do. But I'm a coach because I'm going to offer advice. But ultimately, I had to realize that this your game to play. It's not my game, but I just learned that. So even for my friendships, my relationships, all of those things in this space, I'm offering advice if you ask. Otherwise, I'm just listening. After that, the life that you decide and the choices that you make are your own. If you seek guidance, then I got you. If you don't want it, then I hear you. But your problems can't go with me because I'm going to the ocean. Because I got a destination and I know where I'm going. So in my bag, friendship, right? Genuine friendship. Not necessarily, I'm not telling you that it got to be 30-year friendship. I'm talking about genuine friendship, right? So that's in my bag. Attitude, that's in my bag. My mouthpiece is also in my bag. And I just said, what did I just say? Y'all know I'm talking, so it's really coming off of my head, and I don't have it written down because this is just not what I do. So in my bag, oh, nobody else's problem. So I took stuff out my bag because I've been carrying that stuff around. I've been trying to help. I've been trying to thinking about people. You know, when one of your friends come to you and give you a little piece, you done thought about that thing all day long. You trying to figure it out and why she doing this and why he won't care and why he won't listen. It ain't your problem. You was never the source. So I've learned to be the connector to a source, which is my source. God is my source. So my thing is, if you want to hear me, I got it. If not, we can pray and we can move forward and go on wherever else we're going. Am I perfect people? Not at all. But I understand the source part. And my bag is my source. Sound like I might have put it out of order. It's okay. It's in the bag. It's still going on the trip. Y'all just along for the ride. So in this process, I'm packing my bag on my way to my vision, right? So my vision is ultimately for my brand and business to grow. So on my way to growing, I have to get out of my comfortable place, which means I'm probably going to need some new traveling things that I'm going to need some new bags. Because when you live in a pond, what you can't have is a big bag, right? I've been carrying around this little bag, trying to fit all of these gifts, all of these things, all this stuff people pouring into me. And I'm trying to keep it in this little teeny bag. But how am I going to do that without a bigger bag to put the things in? And realizing that this bag that I'm putting things in, right? That's my soul. Like that is the big bag is my soul and my heart and my mind. The big bag is me. So all of these things that I put back in to pack this bag to go away, I had to realize that I am the big bag because I've been seeing myself as small for so long, living in this pond for so long. Even after hearing people say, you are amazing at what you do, you're really good, oh my God, blah, 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 and still not really grabbing a hold to who I truly am and realizing I am the bag that gotta go. It's not the luggage, the things that I'm talking about pouring back into me to get me to where I need to get to on my destination or on my road is me. Because as you're small in this pond, the things that are in your heart's small. You can't receive in this small little pond. You can't even receive when people giving wisdom because you small-minded in this small pond. So in order for me to grab everything I need to get when I get to this ocean, I got to take a bigger me. So my mindset got to be open. It can't be full of all of the bull I've heard over the years or trusted people or thought that what they were saying about me or the relationships were what they said they were. I got to clear that mess out. Big mind for people to pour in, for me to read these books, to get this knowledge, to listen to other people and fill that space up, right? As I'm on my way somewhere. I'm on my way to this big ocean where there's some things that are waiting just for me. And all this time I didn't realize that the hindrance was that I never saw myself big enough, good enough, smart enough, ready. All of the things that hindered me from going to the ocean had nothing to do with you and everything to do with me. But not this time. Like I'm on my way, right? So in this season, at this moment, I'm okay with saying and not having everything that I need in my big body bag, right? But being open and willing to get it on the other side. And then understanding my flaws and my frailties enough so that when I get to the ocean and they say, well, where do you actually fit? I know me enough, a sprinkle of enough to get in my stuff. And then those that want to continue to pour and continue to hear from me and then pour into me, going to be able to accept those things because I've openly understood who I am. So if you took anything away, the bigger thing is that you can't get nowhere bigger if you don't understand you. One of the things, so I go to a community Christian center and And I laugh because I've been there for 13 years. And over that time, as it pertains to how I dress, so I was a clubber back then, so I would probably roll over from Saturday and show up on Sunday. No, I didn't dress like that. But I love a cut up jean. That is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And a blazer and a t-shirt and a heel or a flat boot or whatever I'm feeling. And I'm on my way to church. And in some space, somebody would not see that as being like, oh my God, you're going to get up and do something. They let her keep getting up there with all of that stuff on and not realizing that I have become comfortable in who I am in God, in relationship, and in me. And if I continue to put me aside to make you comfortable, then I'm out of order. Because I'm on my way somewhere. So I got to understand what I like. I don't mind a heel, y'all. I just don't really want to put it on if I don't have to. And my knees, Megan got knees. I don't really got those things. Right? But I'm okay. And I'm okay with me. Are there things about me that I wish I could, or I know I need to work on? Probably. All of us do. If I'm never going to reach my ultimate, because there should always be another level to my ultimate. And so in this space, though, I'm comfortable with me. So as I'm continuing, when I get to these tables of people who are 6 figures, 7 figures, and I can sit at a table with them because my spirit is me too. My spirit ain't hate. My spirit is me too. Yep. So tell me about it. Yep. So I can sit at a table with other coaches who do exactly what I do, right? Who their thought process and their big thing are women and teens. Oh, that sound like me too. Yeah. Tell me what you did. Okay, great. And how you, and that is amazing. Great. Yeah. Would I like to listen? Yes. Can I come to your, I'm on my way. I don't have to lose me to gain a greater me. And once you grab a hold to the fact that it is okay to sit at a table with people who do what you do. Because when I get to this ocean, I know it ain't gonna be nobody as cute as me there. That's me and myself, right? However, there's gonna be people there that understand because they've already been in the ocean. Why would I not talk to the people that's been there? Because I'm ready now, though, because I see myself as enough. I still kind of, and I'm not telling you that I got it all the way, because I am still hesitant when it comes to charging people. This is me being open and honest. Don't try to come for me, though, because I do charge, right? I am proud of myself. I have done better with that part, but it is a hard place because that's what my heart is. And then I don't want to negate offering help in a space because you didn't have the money, because I remember when I used to not have money and needed help. And then I realized you can. 2 people a year. So that's my rule to myself. So 2 people a year, I will, right, pro bono coach. Not at the beginning of the year, though. I just started. How am I going to be able to help them if I can't even understand and help me now? No, this is my business. And I'm proud of myself for being able to sit in it, stick to it, and not change and not shift because you may say no. I had to learn this year that it was going to be, you're going to hear no and you're going to be all right with it. But for every no, I know there's a promise that I'm going to get 5 yeses. So bring your no's on, because I need the 5 yeses. Right? Because I understand that this is great ground. So this season is set up for me to win. But I can't win in the pond. I got to go to the ocean. So my bag packed. My soul is different. My mental is different. My attitude is checked. My relationships are different. People have places they don't have control. People have spaces that I'll allow, that have boundaries and expectations. And then if I don't see you fit, you can't go where I'm going. And I'm okay with it. I used to be, now I'm not telling you it ain't lonely sometimes, but I realized that I can buy my own food, so I don't know what they was there for anyway. I can pay for my own drinks. I can pay for my own hair. I can pay. I can do what all of the stuff that I can entertain myself. I'm clearly on here talking, and I cannot even really see who is watching. So pretty much, guess what I'm doing? Talking to myself, motivating me. Like I'm literally telling y'all, those who are on, I hope that you grab a hold, because this is really me having a conversation with me, reminding me that I'm enough. This is a real life thing. Really continuing to remind yourself that you are the enough that you said you were yesterday. Hard place, especially when you hit a moment of low. Hard place, especially when you battling and looking and not feeling like you're motivated in this day. But you are. This is what you were set up for. This is what it was for. This is what all of that was for. It doesn't mean that more won't come. And I think accepting that part, right? So like accepting the fact that some days are not going to be as strong as the others, but there is a promise that he too will bring me through this. That's that part, right? That, and then what I say, that part. So as much as I kind of, even when I was like logging on, like because I deal differently, right? So I used to be able to, I would run and tell everybody, all my friends and whoever and the hooplas of people, yeah, and I would go and tell my business and share and do whatever. And so I hold a lot of stuff, right? So I don't really post a lot of my life on social media as much as I used to. So I hold a lot of stuff. And so like, even as I was clicking on today to go live, in my mental, I was crying. And so like crying, like, because I was like, you're not getting on here. Today is not the day. You got too much. You think about too much stuff. You ready to move this different way. You ready to do all of this stuff. Not today, girl. And the more I kept hearing not today, I pressed go. And I'm I'm still working really hard to try not to cry. Because this is a moment for me, with me, to remind me that in this season, it is yours. It is yours, baby girl. This is your season to win, baby girl. Stick to it. Stay steadfast. Stop doubting you, because you enough. Do not give up. You too got daggone close. It ain't gonna be easy. You better push. You push for everybody else. Girl, you better push for yourself. You better show up for you. You better keep going. Don't you stop. Don't you give up. Don't you get wavery in your thoughts about you, because this is your time. This is your season. You said it. Stick to your word. Your word is what you say it. Because you are enough. Just right here. Nope, I ain't say you need to go back to school. I said just right here, you're enough. Yep, just right here. You don't change the price on what you want to charge, because you're enough right here. They getting you for cheap. You charging too much. You're not charging enough. Because you give everything every time. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm proud of you. You keep showing up. It's going to be hard, but at the end, it's going to be worth it. So continue to pack your bag, because at least you know where you're on your way to. Now go there. Get up and go there. It's an ocean waiting to receive your greatness. And you won't believe how big your fins are, little fish, until you get to the ocean where you can spread them. What you don't realize is you've been handicapping yourself to stay comfortable because somebody else told you you weren't enough, because you stopped believing you were enough. Unhandicap yourself. Stretch your arms wide. You've been sitting like this all this time, waiting in this pond. But you done became comfortable because they numb. What you ain't realize is it's not comfortable. It just ain't no more feeling because you stuck in this place. I dare you to go to an ocean and realize that what? Can I move? Wait a minute. It move. It's freedom right here. This ocean is big enough for you to show that you're bigger than you thought you were. I'm on my way somewhere. I got my bag packed. And then I got room to receive more. I got room to receive more. Because I'm enough. And if I'm enough, then you're enough too.